Aries, this is Mary with Sayre. This is your flipping of the cards. This is your November 1st through the 7th weekly tarot. I hope you're doing well. The first thing it has been crazy. It has been just crazy. We're going into Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. Like gangbusters. Okay. We're going to start with the Oracle card for you. This is going to be the basis of your reading, okay? These are the Enchanted Map Oracles. Flip it and I'll take it. Deep freeze. Okay. Well, here's how this is going to roll. This is a number 26. The deep freeze talks about just being put on ice right now, Aries. And that makes sense because it is retrograde. We're not supposed to do too much right now. So, being asked to be patient, to chill, to let me read this. It's really good the way it reads here. And it is a theme. It's a theme kind of for everybody, but it's been said in different ways, which is really interesting. Okay. Everything has its seasons. Now's the time to put activity on hold while you rest. The cold winter beckons you to slow down and put a freeze on things that are not yet ready to bloom. It is a time for regeneration and hibernation. Forego ambitious activities. A pregnant pause allows ideas to gestate, projects to shift and change. Relationships to go through a dreamy state of being. Not going anywhere, but not needing to. This is also a time to pull at your argument, put all your arguments on ice. Nothing beneficial will come from any of them. Self-care is the most important activity now, so reflect, read a good book, or get a massage. Rest and dream. That said it better than I could, okay? All right, so Aries, don't engage. I know. I hear you. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to take that, and that's going to be the basis of your reading. And then we're going to talk about what this is really about here, okay? Well, and here comes the devil. It's interesting that that's a Capricorn, right? A card. But the guy's full of fire, you know. And obsession and addiction and, right? Could be a Capricorn. Could represent, well, that thing you don't want to put on hold. That thing you don't want to stop doing. That thing you don't want to look at. Okay. So the next card is the Ten of Wands. This talks about, well, like reaching the maximum of this burden. It kind of feels like these go together, right? I think you know that you're almost done, though. I think you know that your burdens are, even though they're still there, that you're ending the end of this cycle, okay? Seven of Wands reverse talks about, well, maybe, and I'm going to say this is you, Aries, unless, you know, it could be flipped or it could resonate all or in part. So somebody here is thinking about, there's two things to this card when it's reversed. maybe no longer being defensive about something, or no longer being able to defend one's stance, so to speak. So, like, what if putting down the burden was no longer defending something that you don't want to believe in anymore, that you can't believe in anymore, right? Maybe no longer defending this obsession or this person that has been your obsession or your weakness. You know what I mean? Okay. The moon talks about, well, seeing things that are hidden. Maybe you're starting to understand why you were defending this, why you were trapped in your ego or in your addiction or negative behavior, patterns, thinking. Okay? Starting to understand where they came from. Starting to connect with some kind of guidance. And you know what's interesting is there's a moon here and then there's a Scorpio down here. So it could have something since we came into the Scorpio moon. Or will be. Something with the moon cycle. King of Swords. Reversed. Well, this is typically an earth sign. Doesn't have to be. But this is somebody that's manipulative. Like with words and knowledge, and maybe makes you second guess yourself. Maybe somebody that's been gaslighting somebody else. Like, makes you feel like you're crazy. They keep you out of balance because they're good at that. They know that confusion, that like chaos confuses people. Okay. Masculine energy doesn't have to be. Could be an air sign. Could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be though. Somebody who's embodying that energy. Okay. So 9 of Wands. What's interesting, so I didn't know if you can defend that, but then right here, there's somebody here that's defending what they believe in. So it looks like that what somebody had believed or thought was important is changing. And it could be that the King of Swords with the gaslighting is defending what they're saying. May no longer be able to defend the relationship with the King of Swords because of their because you're questioning what this was based on. Okay. There's this like undercurrent story in everything. There's like the surface and then there's an understory and maybe a third one in there. That's like really stepping up my skills here. So now we're going to look at the devil, okay? So we have the High Priestess here. And this is somebody connecting with their intuition. Somebody realizing that they had knowledge, hidden knowledge. Somebody has knowledge. Somehow this knowledge helped somebody get past this obsession. Queen of Cups reverse talks about somebody that's emotionally imbalanced, not in a good place emotionally. Like this person can be manipulative, scheming, jealous, and vindictive. It's a female energy. Could, of course, this could be somebody embodying this energy. This is a water sign. Could be a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. But it could be a female that's exhibiting like these properties. Okay. has a Nine of Pentacles, so this is typically about moving forward. Moving forward, and building, like, it's like an offer of stability. It could be a job. Somebody coming in offering a job, or somebody leaving to go work somewhere else. Somebody, this is movement, not quick movement, this is slow movement, but somebody that's moving, that is in movement to build a really solid foundation. Alright, let's do one more, because I'm still not quite getting connected there. And then we have the Magician reverse. Alright. So this kind of looks like that there was some obsession going on. These look like they're connected. But the Queen of Wands, somebody that's been manipulating, maybe had a reason for arguing or trying to control someone else, using trickery, or, you know, like manipulation. So they could go off and work on this obsession. So whether it's somebody else, or whether it's some kind of addiction, I have this. Okay, so it looks like that somebody's using this to move forward, okay? It almost feels like they're using a spell, what they consider a spell, okay? It's like they found some knowledge. They found out they could do things to people or manipulate people, and they tapped into some kind of knowledge, okay? And I believe that it's this water sign or somebody embracing this energy. Because they're not balanced, that's why they think they need to use some kind of trickery and family knowledge, hidden knowledge, some kind of spell work, some kind of doo-doo-doo-doo, like that. But this is about obsession. It's about using this to move towards, it feels like something, I don't know, it feels like it's somebody though, or to make this person move to them, okay? To make this person come to them. Yeah, to make this person come to them. But this person is moving really slow, really slow. And this person could be an earth sign. Could be. Okay, wow. Okay, so let's talk about the Seven of Wands. It's like somebody not being able to defend this. And I'm so sorry. So the Seven of Wands reverse talks about somebody not being able to defend themselves, or defend this, or no longer being defensive. Let's find out some more. So, I have the Strength card there. And the Cups. So we have, this is a fire energy right here. And Aries or fire, of course, you know that. But not being able to defend this, no longer wanting to fight with it, compete with it, find it. You know, it's like you're trying to find your own strength, trying to hold yourself back, trying to be strong. But then there's this offer of love. You know, there's this wanting to still love. But this is facing the opposite direction. So maybe wanting to move forward and understanding that this is wanting to give love. But then Aries, you're upside down here. The King of Wands reverse is, well, it's either being confused and lost ambition, or maybe you're tied to this devil energy too with your passion. It's like maybe it sounds really, all right, I'm just going to say it, like there's some kind of spell thing going on that's tying you to this person sexually, okay? And you feel imprisoned, like you can't break free. Is that bizarre? There's something tying you where you're, yeah. This is like double dysfunction, okay? It's this person couldn't have a hold on you if you were not in the place where you were vulnerable. Does that make sense? There's certain things that can, unless you're in a vibration that can be accessed by them in their vibration, they couldn't touch you. So let me look at this again, Aries. If you can get back in your power and remember who you are, and I don't know what's happened to you recently, maybe we'll find that out, but somehow because you're not in your power or you have major guilt or major regret, or maybe you did something that you, feel guilty about. Or something was done to you, you feel guilty about. That's what's keeping you in this lower energy tied to this dark stuff. Yeah. The shadows. 10 of Wands. Okay. I can see you want to release this, that you're getting some idea that something's going on here, right? Yes, it does start with self-love. This is the gift of love from the divine, and it does start with that. And it ends with that, and it's all about that. So, the way you're going to overcome this burden and this anxiety and the cord, it's like the chains, right? It's the chains, is by opening your heart to love for yourself, understanding that you're lovable, understanding that you're worthy, understanding that God, your ancestors, see you as a divine being, that you are a divine being, and this is part of your lesson. Okay. As the person that you love the most in the whole world, and you wanted nothing but good for them, what would you tell them? Stand up for yourself, remember who you are. Don't settle for less. Don't be pulled by your lust. Don't allow somebody to control you. And then tell yourself that, because it's what you need to tell yourself. That you deserve. There's a chance for a new start in love. I'm just not sure it's going to be with this person because of their vibration. Okay? And sometimes people cannot follow us in our new vibration. It's just the way it is. But if we stay there, it keeps our vibration low, and then they have access to us. And that's when you truly feel chained and you can't break free. Once your vibration goes up, you see things different, totally different. So the Five of Swords says, enough of getting stuck in your ego and fighting over things that don't make sense. Big battles over nothing, over ego, over wanting to win. It doesn't matter, nobody wins. Okay? Two of Wands reverse says, well, this is looking at the path that you've chosen. Okay, there's Wands. Which passion are you going to go after? And learn to read the signs of that road and see what's in front of you. If you take that road, you know that. You just haven't been looking at it. Okay? Okay, now we're going to talk about the moon. Let's talk about what's been uncovered, what's come from the sun that we just want to drop. Okay, from the moon. Let's see what's come from the moon. What has been uncovered recently or will be within this moon cycle? The fact that it's necessary to walk away. The fact, if you haven't done it yet, that you will be. Somebody will be. Aries. This no longer serves you. That the love has been dumped from these cups. It's time to walk towards something you love. Most of all, yourself. Has to be you first. Then you can give it to someone else. You know how when you're in an airplane and the stewardess goes up and she goes, the exits are there and there and there, right? And then they go, in the event oxygen goes out in the cabin, they pop those little things and they say, first breathe and then give it to someone. Give yourself the oxygen first, and then you're clear-headed to give it to someone else. Give yourself the love and honor first, then you have it to give someone else because you've already honored yourself. See? How simple that is. Three of Wands reversed talks about you may have been feeling like your life is on hold, that you're not receiving what you should be, and that would make sense in this situation because of the vibration. When we're in a place of lack or in a place of anger or in a place of anxiety, we don't draw things toward us. I mean, we do, but we draw the things in that vibration towards us. Does that make sense? So those good things that you've put out there, the seeds that, like the ships you sent out with the goods, and they're coming back with all of their bounty, they can't even get to you because you're in another vibration. All the things that are coming back are the things that you've been dwelling on. Okay? The obsession, the feeling trapped, the powerlessness, the wanting to move forward but can't. Feeling like you're trapped in love, and on and on and on, right? Obsession. Okay. So then after this, I'm still looking in this pile where we had the three of Wands reversed, and with the delays in your abundance coming back. Then I have Justice. And I think what you need to know is this is, I don't know if you've been saying it doesn't feel like this is fair, but they're telling us that it is, because it's all based on how you feel. It's because, well, you or the other party, somebody here may be in a mindset of lack. And once you can flip that, saying, I can have anything, and I'm ready to do any work I need to. First of all, with myself, starting to love myself, you see. How this, you'll understand that there is a lot of balance here, and that this justice or injustice that's been going on is basically because of what you've been allowing and what you have been choosing, okay? It's not what we want to hear sometimes, but okay. So the Knight of Pentacles reverse talks about maybe somebody that's single, and it represents a female that's single. But, I mean, it could be a male. It's just the way it's represented. But when this is reversed, it talks about somebody that maybe is dependent on other people, that is not independent like they would like to be. Maybe somebody has a desire here to be independent and to have, and if this is you, Aries, to be independent and have your own your own business, your own house, and you're just not there right now, and you want to do it, or somebody wants to do it while they're single, and maybe this relationship and the bondage to this devil has turned your finances upside down, and it's not, and so you're reflecting on that. Okay? King of Swords. I can kind of feel like somebody's on some substance right now. I feel really drowsy. And as soon as I picked up this card, that happened. So be careful, okay? I don't know if somebody could take too much of something, okay? All right. So the King of Swords reversed. This was about this manipulative party, right? This is the Hierophant reversed, and this is somebody that's kind of doesn't like to follow rules. There's nothing wrong with not following rules. But this person, let me get some more information. Hangman reversed talks about not seeing things from anybody else's point of view. Okay, Ten of Cups reversed talks about that there's not a happy, there's no happy home life here. Okay, not building this not successful in that. Okay, but it's because there's a different perspective that needs to be taken. And so this is not following society's ideas or systems or what you should be, but it's also about not following spiritual guidance. Okay, not wanting to be religious, but also not having guidance. Okay, there's nothing wrong with not wanting to do things the way everybody else does. Nothing wrong with that. But if you don't have spiritual guidance, you lack the it's possible to lose track of what's right and what's wrong, okay, for you. Because it's like you have to have a really strong value system to be able to go against the grain and still not still be, I don't know, walking the path. Okay, it's kind of hard to explain, but knowing what's right and wrong, it's like a moral code, Okay. And this is all under that King of Swords. So, yeah, somebody here has knowledge. And, yeah, they don't like following the way others do. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. Make sure your moral code is intact, because this is one of the reasons the happy home is not happening, okay? Okay, and maybe this is because there wasn't a happy home. Let me do one more card. And this is what kind of got all this going. Page of Swords reverse says somebody not be telling the truth, not living in their truth. And that's what I'm worried about here. That's why I keep going on about the moral code, okay? All right. Okay, so Nine of Wands. Everybody's going to run for their money in Scorpio, in this retrograde. It's like, holy moly. So, now we have the Nine of Wands here. So let's talk about, with all of this, what are we willing to defend now? What do we decide is worth defending? Or who are we talking about here at the end? Well, Six of Pentacles this is about not having equal give and take. It may be not receiving what you think you should, or somebody thinks they should. Kind of feels like it's sort of this King of Pentacles reverse. Then we have the Nine of Swords. So somebody's pretty upset about what's been going on. They're having sleepless nights. Trying to process. Okay. These are thoughts. These are nightmares. This is stress. Okay. Words. Information that they found out or worried about saying. Two of Swords talks about not being able to make a decision because one feels blinded. Okay. Okay, so not feeling like something's fair, not wanting to defend it, wanting to get past the pain, needing to make a decision even though somebody doesn't know the whole truth. Somebody deciding not to work with the other party anymore. It feels like that's you, Aries. Okay. Yeah. Really think, Aries, you have to, it feels like that what's truly needed right here is you understanding that you need to defend yourself. And it starts with, it's a big part of that is your energy, because, get this one more time. because it has something to do with that. Your energy, your finances, your emotions, and that somehow you bought into it, you agreed to it. Something in this. It was not saying, hey, come and use me. No, it's not like that. But the inability to set boundaries and to step up for yourself has allowed this. Okay. Okay. But I think you're seeing that, you know. That's why this is coming up. Okay. But needing to, you got to get above your, it's why you're having the nightmares, because of this energy that's coming after you. It's coming after you. And it's backed by somebody. Somebody's behind it. Oh yeah. Maybe there's more than one somebody, but there's somebody in particular that you know. I don't know if there's somebody you did this behavior with. Okay? So, let's talk about, let's see what the angels and ancestors have to say to you, for you, to you. That made me so sleepy. Really sleepy. Alright, so we just need some guidance for Aries from their angels and ancestors and higher power, God, Creator, and their higher selves, of course. Seer. Okay, so Seer, seeing beyond the current situation. Just going to see something. I just want to review the cards real quick. Self-love. Okay, you're getting some spiritual guidance here that you have been for a while, that you've been ignoring, Aries. You've been blocked from this with this chaos and stuff, with the addiction, either the person that's addicted, personality. See, you've been getting the guidance the whole time. This is the Empress card. So, we have the trickery of the Empress. There's that hidden knowledge, but somebody is kind of blindsiding you. I don't know if you didn't believe that it was possible for people to do that, but you definitely have something clinging to you. Feels like it. Shouldn't say definitely. Feels like it, okay? Alright, so Seer, seeing beyond the current situation. There's something, this is raising your energy, getting above this, so you cannot, whatever this is, can no longer stay attached to you. It will fall away once your energy gets, your vibration gets higher. So the thoughts you choose, the people you see, the people you're around, the behavior, the addiction, it not only chains you to it, but it's the vibration. This needs to be overcome, whatever this is, okay? Whatever it is. That's all coming out open. I think you're starting to see that. That's why, you have a lot of control in this situation. And when you feel like you don't know what to do, like, why is this happening? You got to go back to, okay, I remember that. It's not hopeless. There's a bigger picture here. Part of this is to teach you to connect with what you know. And also, you see beyond the current situation. It's teaching you how to raise your vibration. It's teaching you that you have power over what's going on around you by how you feel, how you choose to show up, how you feel, what you think about, okay? How you love yourself. It's not just the outside, it's on the inside. It's got to come from the inside out, okay? All right, so now we're going to talk about autumn, release the old and rest. You're getting more knowledge. This is like the raven or the crow. This is a bird about spiritual connection and messages, stuff like that. Birds could be loved ones. This is the angels and ancestors anyway. You may have somebody that still talks to you that might be on the other side. Yeah, never said that before. So it is a time, autumn. It is autumn right now. So this is something that's going on right now. if you, when you feel like you don't know what to do, then releasing what's been happening, I have to release this, because the more you hang on to it to try to work out why and the pain and all of that and regret, the longer it'll take for your that's going to keep your vibration down. So seeing if only this. Thank you for helping me release this, whoever we talk to, right? I'm ready to release this. I'm ready to understand why I'm here. I know that I will understand why I'm here, and I'm ready to see the bigger picture. Many times the bigger picture is, Aries, to get you into your life's work, into what you want, what you know to be your happiness. Maybe you've been saying, I need a change here, I don't know what to do. It could be the universe giving you instructions to how to make that change. So it really, really depends on each person's situation that's watching this, because these kind of tend to have different messages for different people. We're on 36 minutes. Holy cow. You know more than you know you know. You have been getting guidance. Okay. By honoring yourself, we set guidelines, and other people cannot cross them. It's harder for them. But if we have nothing there, it's like the door's always open in our mind and soul and heart. You see? So, deep freeze and rest. Look at that. Same theme, right? Self-love. Sit in the thoughts. Don't sit in the pain. Sit in the thoughts. Know you've got this, or it wouldn't be here. Okay? Love you, Aries. Take care. Bye-bye.